Hi guys, I'm going to make this really brief because I don't want it to be boring as hell, but I just want to get the point across really of where we're very different in terms of pricing to most building companies. Okay, so we use a bit of software to do our calculations and our pricing. Most builders will walk around your house, have a little look, possibly take some notes, go home and then work out in their head, thinking back roughly what it is that needs doing. And then they'll come to you with a price that they think is about right. Now, where this normally falls foul is when they actually get to the job and start doing the work, there's something that pops up that they totally forgot about during the actual sitting down at the computer and quoting, which is why 90% of builds run over budget. So we take that very seriously. So we've actually got a piece of software that does everything for us, so we can't actually forget anything, and we always come in on price and on time. Everything's very organised and very efficient. So just to give you a real brief rundown, and I'm going to show you a really simple example, is if you asked us to paint your living room or dining room, we've just selected here dining room. Now let's say your room is 4 meters by 4 meters squared. Okay, so that gives us, I've just jotted this down, so it gives us 16 square meters of ceiling area. Now wall area is 2.4 in height by 4 meters, so that's a total of 4 walls is 38.4, and that's it. That's now your quote done. Simple, so fast. So everything's calculated and worked out for you. You can see the preparation materials that are required, the labour in prepping, the materials. We've opted to use Crown paint for the ceiling and Dulux for the walls, or vice versa, but we can just change that here to whatever brand of paint that you want to use. Should it be Crown or Leyland or whatever it is, or if it's something like Farrow and Ball, we can put that in. But essentially what that does is it works out exactly everything for you. So on your side, what you get is the report, which is your quotation, which tells you it's £443.43 to the penny. That's exactly how much it's going to cost to do your job. And that eliminates so many problems, especially when we're looking at much larger projects. If there's something that I would forget, if there's something I forget, for example, it will remind me and say, have you taken this into account? So everything's super efficient, super organized. Something else which is super cool is we can produce a bill of quantities or a list of materials that are required, and we can just send them straight to our builders merchants. So our builders merchants have a list of dates that all the materials are required, so it's super efficient. So what happens is it just turns up on the day that we need it, so there's no running round ringing people, going out down the shop to get stuff. When we're there, we're full on working. Everything's organised so well, it just turns up and flows. So I hope that gives you a little bit of an insight into how we quote a job, and how accurate our pricing is, and that it's never wrong. And if it's not done in this way, it does open up potential problems in the future, whereas people say, look, that wasn't actually on the quote, or we didn't allow for this, and then start charging you extra. So this is all taken care of on day one. So now we're going to pop over to the job and just see what's going on.